Here I am standing on my own, no one by my side. Only weaker men have tried, none have reigned victorious. I will be just fine.
Alright, we are live. Welcome to the AFPL HAVOC event number 2 here in Fairfield, California. My name is Griffin Spanner, joined up here by a stray Southern Californian who wandered his way up here.
Kevin Godfather Schilling. For those of you who don't recognize me, this is the cleaned up version.
Yeah, it would have lost you had a haircut. No, it's good to see you again, man. Alright, so this is going to be the first recorded match of the day between the Northern California Bandits, starting off on the left side of the field, versus Prestige on the right there. You're looking at the Bandits here on the left. Looks like we're going to get the breakout on that side. So this is 5-man race to 2. 200! Alright, only 2 guns up by Prestige on the right side of the field here as they were trying to focus on getting their bodies up into that modular 50 on the center of the field. So far it looks like, minor penalty drawn on Prestige. Looks like the player back in that Dorito side corner unfortunately caught one, but they do make it into the Snake. So Snake player's going to go ahead and look inside, try to see if he can get a little bit of a cross going with his front player in that 50 right now who's looking towards the Snake side. Prestige lost that player out of Snake as well, so Northern California Bandits definitely in the driver's seat to be able to take this match, as it looks like they've still got at least 4 bodies alive. I'm looking at 3 of them right now, but a lot of good communication coming from the players at home, making sure that his Snake player knows exactly where to look, so let him know, hey, you got back right. And here we got a nice view of the center player for Prestige trying to lock off the Dorito side of the field, stopping that attack. I don't know, if I was on that side of the field, he might want to look onto the Snake side right now. We've got an attack mounting up in the middle, as somebody's going to go right up the middle here for the Bandits, give him a little bit of a back massage. He's only got a couple of seconds left to live in that spot unless he gets lucky. Oh, got a nice shot onto the outside, was able to fend off one of the attackers, but he's got to be really careful by this guy at the tower there. So let's see if he's going to go ahead and launch. Here he comes around the outside. He didn't know where he was. Looks like he was able to get that shot back on him. So he's been able to stay alive. 2 well thought out attacks.
30 seconds.
Looks like the Alright, looks like the player in the center and his teammate in the Snake side corner. Let's see. So we did hear the buzzer. We're waiting to see which team conceded the point. Alright, so it looks like both teams are going to go ahead and make their way back into a restart at this point, and hopefully that'll give Prestige a little bit of a wake-up call as to, alright, that breakout not as effective as we had hoped. But again, I gotta say, the player that they had up in the middle of the field there did a really good job keeping his composure. Especially with players that close, he was able to listen for him, get that shot on the outside, come back to doing his job. He knew that the player on the Snake side corner was going to be watching his tape, so he didn't have to worry about that side. Did a really good job keeping his head about him and making sure that
he actually had cool. Yeah, and he had both sides of the field covered too, which was fantastic. So,
well, that's, especially when you get into that modular system now, we can manipulate that bunker to do anything that we want it to. Right. So it does open up a lot of different options for players to be able to find the most effective way in the middle of the field. All right, so 5 seconds here. Next point, we're going to have Prestige again breaking out on the right with Northern California Bandits on the left. So very similar breakouts it looks like from both teams, and unfortunately for Prestige, they also lost their body off the break, but they held up the body instead of sending it to Snake side, so he is still alive in that Snake side insert bunker, and again they got that same player up into the 50 at the center of the field there. Northern California Bandits also with a body into Snake 1. He's got his teammate in the Snake corner behind him, as Prestige was able to make that move up into Snake 1 and look on the inside, try to see if they can lock off any movement on the Dorito side of the field here. So one advantage I immediately have to give is the Northern California Bandits, because I don't hear Prestige talking at all.
I'm not hearing anything from that side of the field at all. What's really funny too is
they're already down 3 bodies, so they've got to get something going together.
And I don't think it's going to do them any good.
Alright, so Bandits looking to attack again. They are definitely Prestige losing their snake side corner and their snake player. So it's just that body left up in the middle here. Let's see if he can pull anything off, but man, he's got a lot of work ahead of him. Because I don't think that they know he's the last one alive. Alright, so a little bit of a tense moment up here in the center of the field. I'm glad they're not just running in to try to push the issue here. I don't know if they know that he was...
Are you sure he was the last? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was the fifth guy. Okay, so Bandits taking their time. They didn't know that he was the last guy alive, but you know, at least they didn't kind of run into anything, didn't run into his gun. You don't want to throw those bodies away, especially if you're not exactly sure where the last guy or the last two are. So it looks like Bandits are going to be able to get that fight. The signal from the red will go up 30 seconds after the kind of the false start here at the beginning of the match. Yeah, so this game I do predict going again towards the Bandits. Just they're holding themselves a little bit more confidently. They're not quite as aggressive off the break, which can go either way for you. But on this layout, it looks like being able to get yourself established on more of a spread is going to pay off in the long run.
You know what? I have noticed that too on the breakouts. People aren't bringing their guns up like they used to and stuff. Either it's like they're only bringing two up, and then everybody else is running for their bunkers and stuff. There were the days when we were told, get your gun up in a firing position.
Yeah.
Lay out those lines and stuff as you're moving and stuff. It doesn't look like people are doing that anymore. So.
Well, for Division 5 too, they are still getting used to the motions and the fluidity of it. So they'll have a little bit of time into it. But I will say the Bandits, they definitely throw a lot of paint off the brakes. So it's going to be up for Prestige to put together, which is interesting because I'm noticing they've got a player from Sacramento DMG, and every single team in that cluster, none of them are known for not shooting much paint. All of them are known for shooting very well off the break. Dave Baines, the coach over there at Capital Edge, does a fantastic job in drilling in the best of the fundamentals in his newer players to bring them up into the seed system there. So it'll be interesting if they're going to be able to get that. It looks like they actually only got 4 bodies as they couldn't get a fifth one onto the field here. So 4 out for Prestige right now. They lost one trying to get out to the snake side corner, so things are really not looking good for Prestige as Northern California Bandits are just going to start cruising up the snake side of the field. But now we finally hear a little bit of chatter coming off from Prestige on that left side of the field here. So we'll see if they're able to get back on the board, but being down 3-5 already off the break, it does not look like it's going to be easy for them. Alright, so they were able to get a kill out of Snake. So 3-4 now is a nice fill out from center back to the snake side corner. And both teams just laying heavy lanes as Bandits just hanging out in the back, constantly potting up in the center, keeping pressure on that snake side corner. So he's going to try to wrap around and get a shot on that home bunker and maybe get a little bit more attention to the back of the field there so he can let his front players get up and do a little bit of damage.
Well, it looks like Bandits have on out of 3-1. He just moved up. Looks like he's got the field covered real well and stuff, so it's keeping Prestige from moving any place.
Oh, that gun actually sounds a little fast to me.
Yeah.
That might be more than 13, but we'll have to see later. Alright, so Bandits making a presence into Dorito 2 and into Snake 1. Both of them looking back and forth in and out, trying to see if they can find a shot. A little bit of communication from the home player on the Bandits, but right now Prestige, they look a little bit more relaxed, even though they are isolated on that side of the field. Alright, so a little bit of communication on the Bandits coming from the Dorito side here. As the Snake player was able to, unfortunately, ate a shot there. I don't know if that came from the inside or if that was down the tape from the corner. Looks like he has been playing both sides of his bunker.
I think that shot actually came from the inside.
Go on that insert there?
Yeah, because the Snake, he's been concentrating, the Snake corner's been concentrating on the inside. So there he goes, now he's looking down the tape.
Yeah, well, he's got a lot of room to wrap too. He's got the availability to go ahead and take a nice wide step and look in.
I think he's having issues with his marker too, so.
I just broke a little bit of paint in the barrel, swabbed that out, and he's ready to go. So, Norcal Bandits making another big move up into the middle of the field. It looks like Prestige does have a body somewhere out there on the Dorito side. I can't see them from here. Oh, if he keeps shooting, he's going to penalty. Almost got that flag, and he would have earned it.
He's actually lucky that she didn't throw that.
Oh, well, you know, a lot of the refs, they have enough experience to know, okay, it's Division 5, we got to give them a little bit of leniency, because a lot of times they just really can't tell.
Which is actually good, because I've been involved in too many games where that's all they did was throw flags and stuff, and you couldn't even get any continuity going into games and stuff.
Yeah, well, you know, you just got to be ready to play against that. There are always three teams on the field. One of them trying to keep it even, the other two trying to get an advantage. All right, so looks like Prestige working their way up into Snake 2, looking on the outside. All right, there is actually no coaching in 5-man, guys. Please keep your comments away from the players.
Do the ref's job for them, you know what I mean?
I shouldn't have to.
I know.
All right, so it looks like the Snake player for Prestige looking on the inside here, trying to get a little bit of communication from the back of the field, make sure they know exactly where the other players are. So it looks like the coach for that team is actually trying to call the Dorito player out for a sticker on his hat. So I don't know if that's going to work out too well for him. But this is actually, I wasn't expecting this point to go as slowly as it is. We had an initial 4-on-5 advantage for the Bandits. They dropped a couple bodies. Prestige dropped a couple bodies early, but now they've got that player working up into the 50 Snake. It doesn't look like the Dorito 2 player saw him go into that Snake, but the referees definitely saw something that player at home. She's going to go ahead and run in. As he filled out, looks like he is going to be able to fill out safely into the Dorito side corner. Looks like he was able to make that shot.
It looks like Bandits.
Yeah, looks like
Bandits are done.
Yeah, they might be all out of bodies.
Better hurry up. Come on, you guys, move.
So there's the concede. Looks like the Bandits did concede that point. So it is going to be tied 1-1 right now. As the Bandits, man, they were really in the driver's seat.
There's 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Well, that was going forward, so we've got 1 minute and 30 seconds left, and this is a race to 2. So, next point is going to take this first film match. So I've got a little bit of time in between points. Let's go ahead and give some of our shout-outs to our sponsors. Like we said, we've got Underprivileged, Parabolic Paintball, Era Spunkers, PS Photography, big shout-out to them. Scrub Status, West Coast Meditation on the bunkers I'm looking at this way. Doing a really good job.
And don't forget about Digital Chaos.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they've been with us for a while too.
Our old buddy Doug Kennelly. Love you, brother. You should be here enjoying this with us. We know you're looking down on us right now, so love you.
Alright, so it looks like the players are getting ready to their start.
3 seconds.
Man, I still have to give Northern California the advantage.
30 seconds.
Just because they seem to be a lot more solidified on what they were trying to do. They weren't able to pull anything together at that last point, really kind of dropped the ball, not being able to seal that up. I thought they really had a lot of opportunities to make that happen, and I'm sure their coaching staff thought and knew they had a lot of opportunities to make that happen. So it'll be interesting to see if they can regroup. But again, you know, Prestige coming back, being able to tie it up like that, it's definitely anybody's ball game. To see if they've got a little bit of momentum going for themselves, try to see if they can pick it up.
This will definitely be an interesting match right here. Yeah, just watching what's going on and stuff, but I don't know. I think Prestige has a real good chance of coming back and getting these guys. I really do. They look like they're coming together as they go along. Each point, they were looking better and better. So
Yeah.
And Bandits were faltering. So
Yeah.
We'll
So
see.
you're thinking the momentum could be on the side of Prestige, that might swing enough to that side?
because it's starting to get hotter outside and Bandits can't handle it and Prestige can.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll have to see. It is going to be a scorcher today here in Fairfield. But man, I got to say, right now the weather is beautiful. Just like really light, bit of a breeze coming over the hills over there.
Yeah, because if I was at home right now, it'd probably be. I think it's 107 down there right now with no.
Oh. Alright, so off the break here, it looks like Prestige and Bandits both look like they're going to send a bunch of bodies. They're pushing guns up off the break as Prestige taking their time, hesitating, trying to play the blind spot, working his way out into the Dorito corner. Looks like he was able to make it out there alive. As Prestige still has that player at home, the player in the snake insert bunker and in snake corner like they're used to, but Northern California Bandits dropping a body off on the snake insert, so it looks like the immediate advantage is going to go to Prestige, but the Bandits do have a player up in the center bunker there locking off the Doritos.
1 minute remaining.
Alright, so 1 minute remaining left in this match. It is currently tied 1-1. And I think it's going to come down to who's going to be willing to make the bigger move and try to open this thing up for their teams. Alright, Prestige making it into Dorito 1 on the side of the field.
But if we don't see any movement coming from either team and stuff, we're not going to see anything happen.
Oh, Northern California Bandits dropping that player off the middle of the field, so they've only got 3 players left. So Prestige is in the driver's seat, but they have got to capitalize on their field position right now, or it will all be for naught. So the snake player down here is looking for a gun battle. I think he really just needs to be moving right now, because I don't think there's enough time.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, 10 seconds. It looks like a 5-on-2, but if they're not running it down, alright, here we go. Nice big move down the outside of the field. Why Prestige makes that shot on the inside? Is he going to be able to get the flag in time? No. So they were able to get all the bodies, but just did not allow themselves enough time to get the hang. So it looks like that game is going to be a tie between the Bandits and Prestige, as the next match coming up is going to be West Coast Dynamics versus Sick, followed up by 5150 versus Curveball. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and keep holding all the way through the 8 games.
Underneath